Hello, welcome back. I am the Irish guy, and this is my corner where I just talk about non-football related stuff. So slap on and subscribe with notifications turned on. But, right, let me start this with a question to you. What situation would you turn down £1 million? Because I can tell you, there are very few situations in life where I would turn that down. £1 million. If you offered me that to brush my teeth with horse piss, then I would. If you offered me that to cut off my nose with a fork, then yes. Offer me that sort of money to live out the rest of my days in a serial killer's shed, then yeah, just let me get my sleeping bag. But Tommy Fury, it's official. He is boxing's biggest joke. I mean, this is what he has had to say about an offer of £1 million to fight Jake Paul.
I just wanted to come on here and address a few things that Jake Paul's been saying. He's come out and said that he wants to give me £1 million to fight him. And I just want to say this. To everybody out there, £1 million for a fight of this magnitude it's not even worth getting out of bed for. In boxing terms, £1 million is nothing, especially for a fight of this size.
Not even worth getting out of bed for. I'm sorry, he didn't actually say that, did he? You wouldn't even get out of bed to collect a £1 million paycheck. I'm sorry, Tommy, I would personally crawl over 17 miles of broken glass to even get a sniff of half of that sort of deal. I would happily spend 7 hours having my nipples milked by an impatient farmer. And you won't collect that to step into a boxing ring. You know, your job? This is a fight you've been begging for months.
You can fight me anytime, any place, anywhere. All you've got to do is get in touch.
You are someone off the back of 7 fights, and so be offered the chance to literally win the lottery against someone who's never even fought a boxer in his life. Apparently you had 12 amateur fights when you were 15. Well, when Jake Paul was 50, he was sitting at home eating pizza on the couch. In your own words, Jake Paul can fight. You should be able to win this with your eyes closed then, right? You've been screaming for this fight, and I know why. Being the man to stop Jake Paul in his tracks, someone who's probably been the most talked about fighter in boxing in 2021, so you would instantly become the people's champion. You would gain an American audience and propel you up the ladder in terms of respectability within the boxing game. Because right now, Tommy, after taking time out to sit in a Love Island villa amongst a bunch of desperate airheads who didn't even have the brains to land a job at Pizza Hut, so instead have to resort to swapping their dignity and disgracing their parents on television. I mean, I've never seen the show, I'd rather scrub my eyes with nail polish, but I think I've hit the nail on the head, right? Wouldn't that be the blurb on the back of the DVD box? It's the sort of mindless garbage programming full of vapid, vain socialites who can't locate India on a map. I mean, apparently this guy won. How do you win? Well, having the boniest abs? I have no earthly idea, nor do I care, but the point is, you now have the fighting credibility of a sponge. Christ, well, even Joe Weather seems to get more respect in boxing. You know, invited to serve as a pundit alongside the likes of David Haye and Johnny Nelson. You just turn up if you were holding the hand of your dad. But in the same way Ben Askren was quickly disowned by the fighting community, this would suddenly, for 1 week, make you the most talked about boxer on the planet. Good gracious, everyone would be thanking you for this. Good gracious, Dana White would probably be sending you photos of his knob in the post. Too far? For what this would do to your career, you should be taking this opportunity for free, not turning down a 6-figure sum of money. I mean, what is wrong with you? How out of touch with reality are you? Do you think your own brother was earning £1 million in his 8th professional fight against John McDermott in Brentford? A fight everyone seems to think he lost, by the way. No, that night, I think both fighters earned around £20,000. Tommy, you're being offered 50 times that sum of cash in your 8th fight, and you're actually turning this down. You're a 7-0 boxer. None of the guys you fought even have Wikipedia pages. You've padded your record by fighting bums. I mean, the guy you dispatched inside 1 minute 2 Christmases ago, yeah, he was a Polish fighter who was entering the ring with 26 losses in 28 fights. Clearly boxing wasn't for him. You essentially beat up a guy more suited to chess. Fighting Jake Paul is your cheat code. I mean, Love Island was one, flex your nipples and have a bunch of teenage girls begging their parents to buy your fight. I mean, fighting in Jake Paul will turn you into a boxing superstar. Don't turn this down. You're Tyson Fury's brother who actually went on Love Island.
Oh, I just wanted to find love.
Sorry, if you need an entire television company to find you a girlfriend, then yeah, maybe I believe it if you look like this. Not this. I mean, come on, you were chasing the money just like you are now, you greedy, greedy pig.
When could we make this thing a reality, Tommy?
Tomorrow. All they've got to do is send me over the contract and I'll sign in a heartbeat.
So I guess that was all lies then. Then again, why are we surprised? There's a man who gets paid to promote McDonald's. Sorry, the guy who looks like Manchester's answer to Hercules. I can promise you, as soon as this photo was taken, that entire tray went into a bin. I mean, this guy probably hasn't had a chicken nugget since 2013. Probably felt ill just sitting near it.
Tomorrow isn't soon enough to fight you. I can fight you whenever. Tonight, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Get your figures up and then we can talk.
He seems to think he's a big name in boxing. Okay, let's ignore the boxing for 1 minute. Who do you think would bring the majority of pay-per-views? Jake Paul has a YouTube following of over 20 million. Tommy Fury, 15,000 subscribers. That's even less than this channel. 27,000 people are interested in watching a Tommy Fury vlog.
Good morning, everyone. It's very early, Monday morning. I just decided to film all day today, bring you guys along to see what a day in the life looks like.
Yeah, okay, he's got the personality of a sandwich. That is enough for me.
I'm up now. I'm gonna get my running, early morning run, about 4 miles. I was gonna run on the street, but it's torrential rain outside.
I mean, most YouTube vloggers start each video by trying to tap into the audience's attention span by screaming down the lens.
Hey, good morning, little guy. What's up?
This guy, he begins the video by whispering like a couple of old women gossiping about Carnation Street in the back row of a church. This guy thinks he would bring more eyes from reality TV to boxing, right? Here are some of the guy's boxing fans in his comments. Alright, then let's test their boxing IQ. Let's see if they got any suggestions for him about his technique or anything. Let's see.
The haircut you had for your last fight was sick. I'd say go back to that style, but do what you like, brother. The longer hair to the side, but at the end of the day, it's up to the missus. Haha, great vlog. I love how he calls Molly his missus. I prefer the short hair as it is right now. The long hair would look nice on Tommy. I'd love to see a full day of eating.
I mean, it wasn't so long this guy was belittling the whole concept of YouTube, right?
I put it on a plate for you. I asked you if you wanted to fight, and you decided to laugh it off, as per usual. Stick to your little YouTube channels behind your little desk. And he doesn't want to fight. All he can do is, hey, welcome to my channel, and that's it. Guys, this is my first vlog. Just gonna grab a Starbucks now. Bit tired, so I might have a nap, wake up, have some food. Guys, this has been the USA debut fight vlog.
You think you are worth more than £1 million for a fight. Do you know how disrespectful that is to every boxer in the sport? Does this guy think he can dine out on being a reality TV star forever? Oh really? Do you want to tell me where the winners of Big Brother Season 5 are right now? I mean, who was the last winner of Survivor? I mean, do you know what Wagner's doing with himself these days? My guess is probably cleaning toilets in Brazil. Oh Christ, there was once an entire television show dedicated to Ozzy Osbourne's family. I mean, they could all die of scurvy tomorrow and it'd barely make the news. Time moves on and in 10 years, nobody's gonna know who or what a Love Island was. Tommy Fury is an absolute wet salad. How is this man related to Tyson Fury? I'm guessing they had very different births. Tyson looks like he fought, climbed through a sea of blood to escape the womb of Shrek's wife. You know that big fat green blob voiced by Cameron Diaz? I love Tyson Fury, but he looks like one of those bloodthirsty CGI orcs from the Hobbit films. His brother Tommy, on the other hand, looks like he was created in some superhuman petri dish. I mean, are you really sure his dad was John Fury and not, you know, Brad Pitt? Good Christ, he looks like he trickled out of Superman's knob. I mean, you can tell this man didn't spend his childhood in a caravan, eating nothing but egg sandwiches and tins of baked beans for lunch, while scouring the neighborhood swings looking to rob children for their packet of custard creams. No, just no. Clearly this guy did not ride a straight donkey around a field in Manchester when he was 9 years of age. Nor did he lose his virginity at 13 to a chubby ginger cousin. No, alright? Tyson Fury might be the gypsy king, but chuck this chiseled Adonis into a caravan park and the working class dads would probably immediately want to smack him in the face with a lump of toilet paper. Look at it, this guy looks like the dream cover for Men's Health. Stick him on a reality dating show and of course you'd have middle-aged housewives swooning over his pecs. I mean, stick Tyson Fury on a TV show with his top off and you'll very quickly have those same women trying to shove forks in their eyes. He's been begging for YouTube fights for years. Literal years.
I'm not screaming and crying for the fight because I'm interested in becoming a world champion.
I'm interested in becoming a world champion. Right, because all paths to becoming a world champion start with wanting to fight one of the sidemen. I mean, soon we're gonna have Paddy the Baddy Bimlet target a bunch of UFC belts by first beating up Vicstar outside Weatherspoons. I mean, you didn't see Michael Conlan come over from the Olympics ready to punch Mini Minter in the nose. So Grace, the Fury name is a respectable, powerful one in the world of boxing. Clearly, Tommy is his family's answer to Fredo. You know, the incompetent brother of Michael Corleone with a forehead bigger than an actual chessboard? Tommy Fury begging to fight KSI. If ever a man did not deserve to adorn the proud family name, it's this kid. I mean, John Fury must look at him the same way Tywin Lannister used to look at the hairy dwarf. You know, desperately wishing he'd worn a rubber.
I've not had no much a background, like, extensively. I've not been to the Olympics, I've not won no major titles, nothing like that. I've had 12 amateur fights when I was 15 years old.
Trying to downplay his own boxing skill so he can lump himself in with the same class of skill as KSI, just to get the money.
Oh yeah, I know I'm a professional boxer, but and 5 minutes ago this guy was some fat nerd playing FIFA 16. But I haven't had that many fights, so please fight me, KSI.
It's just so embarrassing.
It's kind of there. You know, I'm from the Love Island reality TV, he's from the YouTube.
He's from YouTube. I'm from Love Island. Really? Really? No, not from, you know, a boxing ring, the home of the Furies, not from the nutsack of John Fury. I mean, what if your father heard you describe yourself like that? Describing yourself as a Love Island contestant? No. How old is he? 22? Is it too late to stick him up for adoption? Is it too late to dump him in a bin bag outside the local police station?
Tyson pitched me in my DMs. He's like, yo, Jake can fight Tommy and you can fight me. I was like, pass.
No. Oh, this is just sad. Now you've got your big brother Tyson offering to fight Logan Paul just so Jake Paul can fight his brother. I'm sorry, is this the summer of 2018? Did Tommy Fury actually just take on the role of Deji?
Yeah, I'll fight you, but only if your brother fights my brother.
Sorry, you'd swear they were awkward teenagers negotiating a kiss down the local disco. This is just embarrassing for you, Tommy. Tommy Fury, more like Tommy Pickles. Turning down £1 million, you, sir, are an absolute greedy pig. You're a disgrace. An absolute disgrace to boxing. Honestly, change your name. You don't deserve to be called a Fury. Anyway, that's it. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Have I been too hard here? No, I haven't. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.